This is a demonstration of the pH stat function on JChem's scientific syringe pump. The basic setup is that you would have a reaction there on the magnetic stir, and depending on the pH that you want to go to, you're going to add an acid or a base reagent. And in this case, my reaction is starting out at a pH of about 7, and I'm going to titrate it to a pH of about 4, and so I am going to use an acid reagent. And so now I'll start the software. The syringe is filling with reagent, in this case acid, and now we'll begin to add that reagent to titrate the reaction down to 4. As the pH stat approaches the target pH, which in this case is 4.0, it continues to add reagent, but it'll add it much, much slower until it comes down to exactly the pH that's requested. The pH stat will maintain the target pH indefinitely, but just as a demonstration, I'm going to add some base to the reaction mixture to bring it back up so that you can see how the pH stat responds. So the pH stat responds because it was such a large increase in acidity. It'll respond quickly, as you can see the slope of the reaction pH on the graph coming down quickly. In most cases, it's a reaction that just releases base or acid slowly as the reaction progresses. And in that case, the pH stat, it would add the appropriate amount of reagent, acid or base, just to maintain the exact pH that is requested by the user. And you don't need to worry about adding refilling reagent. Our syringe pumps automatically refill. For example, that small little glitch in the chart that just occurred, that delay, was because the syringe was empty, and so it automatically refilled with acid so that it could continue its titration. And while it's coming back to the target pH solution, if you have a single pump, then the program can add a single reagent, either acid or base. If you have a dual pump, you have two options. The dual pump can add acid and base, depending on what's needed for to maintain the solution pH. Or more commonly, people will use one of the pumps to add acid or base, whatever is needed to maintain pH, and then use the second pump to add a reagent to your reaction. And so I'm going to stop this video here because nothing's going to change. It's going to maintain the pH of that solution at 4.0 indefinitely. I could add more base and it would maintain this solution pH at 4. And if you have questions on JChem's syringe pumps, I would be glad to answer them for you. Just a small review of them. All of the syringe pumps, the fluid path is 100% Teflon and glass. The syringes have accuracies they have sub-microliter addition accuracies. They have a flow rate range that extends from 2 nanoliters a minute up to 100 milliliters a minute. And they are compatible with any reagent, any aqueous or organic reagent, even pyrophoric reagents. Thank you very much.